Tom Harley here. So, essentially what we have is the information center out of a 95 to 2001 Dodge Caravan. And as you see, it's got all the little brake light, turn signal, it serves engine soon, all that good shit. Okay? Well, essentially what I had was nothing worked. Okay? So I thought, oh, okay, well, did some testing and I found out that I had a couple bad grounds. I'm going to turn this around for you. And I'm going to pull this off here. These are actually poppered in, and what I did, as you can see, was I took and soldered them. So I can get a clear picture for you. Show you what I did. But I soldered them to the printed circuit. Do not use a high voltage or high heat soldering iron, because it will actually burn the printed circuit off. And as you see, they're not pretty, but they are functional. They do work. Essentially, I always start with the basics. On this particular model, so you have like your turn signal, ABS, brake, temp, alarm set, and this bulb will always be there. Doesn't necessarily mean that your particular application has it. Let's see here. Service engine soon, oil, and brake, and should have temp in here somewhere, along with turn signal, high beam. And without the information center, you'll hear ding, ding, ding in the car, and you can't quite figure out what it is, because without the information center, you can't figure out what the fuck's going on with the car. 3.3s are notorious for oil pump issues. Do not use Pennzoil in your 3.3. Pennzoil builds up, the sediment settles at the bottom of the pan, gets stuck to the sump, and it cannot pick up oil. It can cause your engine to go fucking south and in a hurry. But anyway, so once you've established all of these on the high side, hang on, these are all your power side, okay? This is your ground side. It comes back over here under the tape, runs under here. That's your ground, and that's your ground. So the two central pins, those are your grounds. This fucking camera sucks, sorry about that, guys. The two center pins, the two that are right across from each other, right under the tab. Also, while you're extracting the top dash panel this is attached to, you'll find a small screw inside here. That'll be a Phillips. There'll be one here, and there'll be one here. If you don't pull this one out, you will break the top panel. Getting your hand under here to pull this little snap in order to get it to disengage is kind of a pain. These top panels, because of how big they are, and they're exposed to the sun all the time, they do break. They're super fragile, and it doesn't take anything to break them. Look at them cross-eyed, breathe on them, and they break. So again, essentially what I did here, let's see if I get this focus. It's not pretty, but it's functional, okay? So as long as you have a good solder connection, some people, what they'll do is they'll take ground wires and solder them into here, on this pin. This one here's your ground. And then you have another one on the top side, which is the center one, which is this one right here. Those are your grounds. Everything else is for turn signals. It's not pretty, but it works. So, and as you see, I broke mine. That's why it's got the tape on it, cover the circuit board and all that. Make sure these contacts are open. Always check your bulbs first. Start with the basics. And as you see, there's your part number. It's left-hand drive. And this is the other part number here. So this is the revision. This is the third revision. So it says C at the end. That's the third revision. This particular part is made to be one piece with the top dash pan. Okay, so the top dash pan where your speakers are at, essentially this is one piece with that. Again, you have a screw here, and then one that's right there. But see, it comes in from the top. See, I broke mine. So I ruined the pan trying to get it out because it was old, it was brittle, especially like Texas, Arizona, any place like that. So if you have, essentially your information center doesn't work, always check your bulbs, because what I found on mine was all the bulbs, the bulb actually pulled out from the little twist-in socket. It's a pick-and-pull item, so just go to your local pick-and-pull, pay $1, and cram as many in your pocket as you can. Literally just, these things are, they're that common for failure, especially if you've got a car that's, check engine light's been on. As you see, this is a bad connection here, so this has got dark spots. Anytime you see these, that means it's a poor connection. So that means the ground side got hot, and that's probably what cooked this off to begin with. So, guys, there it is. I hope that helps. Again, this is for 99 or 95 to 2001 Dodge Caravan. So anything after 2001, it doesn't have the information center anymore. Essentially, on the later models, you take your key, turn the ignition on, 1, 2, 3. On the third one, it'll start throwing a code in the odometer section. It'll say like no bus. If it says no bus, you've got a computer issue or connection issue. If it says like P2305, that means you have a voltage under bus charge. It means that your alternator is trash. Just for example. All right, there it is. I hope it helps out, and you guys be good to yourself, be good to others. I'm out.